Welcome to the So Lux Life podcast, where our goal is to enhance the mental, physical, and spiritual luxuries in life. Make your life luxurious through knowledge, coaching, training, and technique. Visit us online at SoLuxLife.com. Here's your host, Crispin J. Watson.
Hey, you guys, welcome back to the So Lux Life podcast. Super excited, episode 78. And I have some special guests with me today, so I'm going to let them introduce themselves. Not everyone.
Okay, I'll go first. I am Jamila Brown. Are we giving like my elevator pitch? Are we?
Yes.
Okay, these are my real estate colleagues. So if you need a house from anyone, you have three amazing Black entrepreneurs here on your screen. I've been in real estate probably about 2 years now, so I'm really fresh. I'm still learning, and I am excited to be here.
Yay! What's up, everybody, y'all? I am Samuel. As my good friend Jamila said, I am also a realtor here in the Birmingham area. I have had the opportunity to serve Birmingham for the last 5 years, like just crossed my 5-year mark, and I'm still in the game. So, they would consider me a vet at this point,
Really? I still feel like a rookie. Like, I'm fine.
Right.
I'm still feel like a
rookie.
Yeah.
It's like 8 years and they're like 8+.
Well, they say a lot of new realtors don't last their first year. So if you have crossed the first year, you were doing your thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And what do you think it is, though? Like, what do you think makes so many realtors give up in the beginning?
I would definitely say, for me, do not quit your day job. Especially if you don't have that clientele coming out, because you have to invest in yourself, but you are going to invest so much money into just getting your licensing, office fees, just making sure traveling, social media, making sure that you're just branding. So much of that money in your first year just goes to simply branding and learning before you even get that first sale. And your first sale might not even equate to the amount that you even invested yourself, but I think it can be hard to stay motivated too, but you have to know that eventually you're going to get that big commission check. You just have to keep the faith really, and trust the process.
Yeah, that's a big one. Well, don't do like me. So I got my real estate license and immediately quit my day job. Like immediately. Not only did I quit my day job, but I quit my day job and then moved to another state to try to sell real estate. Kristen, I don't know if you... Oh, no, I was not with EXP at the time. I was with Exit. So when I got my real estate license, immediately joined with Exit. And then, about 2-3 months, I came to EXP. And then I got my real estate license in Georgia and moved to Georgia. I moved to Atlanta. No clientele. Hadn't even closed on my first house here in Birmingham.
But I saw you had some good money saved, right? Like you had a cushion.
Yeah. I had a little some.
Yeah. Go do it. So yeah.
I did. I don't even think I had closed my first house before I just up and moved. Mm-hmm. I had a vision, and when they say when God gives you a vision, you're supposed to wait for the instructions and the rest of the details. I saw the vision and I ran with it. So Here
We'll
I
figure it
am.
out along the way.
Yeah, here I am. 5 years later.
5 years later. So yeah, you guys, it's like a little pre-intro of us, our little real estate segment, but we're really gonna get into the good stuff. So the title of this episode are controversial relationship topics, which is always fun. So we're gonna go through 10 topics here. And we will each give our take. So the first one, emotional availability. Are women more emotionally expressive, or men? Women for sure. I feel like.
Women for
I was
sure.
about to say, yeah.
But I feel like men handle their emotions like really, really weird and different. Like
I
they
agree.
bottle them up. This is just me, like what I've experienced. Like they bottle them up. They're not really expressive of it, but will be over there like feeling away towards you, just not saying anything until it like explodes.
You agree with that,
I
Jamila?
do. I do. I think that men sometimes, again, like you said, just my experience, I think that men sometimes feel that they can't express their emotions without losing their masculinity. And I feel like they don't really, some men really do not know how to express their emotions without feeling like, oh, I'm acting like a, woman, we'll
Yeah.
say.
I think that's where emotional awareness, self-awareness comes from,
I
right?
agree.
Because I will agree with that statement. A lot of us men, we don't know how to express our emotions. I will say I'm still learning that, but from where I have been, it's self-awareness and knowing like, hey, okay, what set me off, or what, how do I'll give y'all a point for that one.
But what I kind of is different types of men, because you have those men that are like really into their emotions and they really act on them and speak on them, and then you have those men like Jamila said, like they think it'll challenge their masculinity, so they just kind of like shy away from
Mhm.
expressing how they.
Yeah, I mean, you have to think about it. Like a lot of us grew up like boys don't cry. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Get up and dust yourself off and keep going, right? Thank God my mother allowed a place of where me and my brother and my siblings could express our emotions, right? But then my dad came in on the back end, was like, nigga, if you don't get, we'll. So, but yeah, it's one of those. It's all ties back to childhood and
Yeah,
upbringing.
I agree.
I agree too. That was a good one. So number two, financial responsibility. Should men still be expected to be the primary providers, or is this like outdated, or what are y'all's thoughts?
Mm. Can I take this one first?
Go ahead.
All right. I again, and we live, ain't we?
Guys, so what's on your mind? We have any comments. Hi.
I would. What's up, y'all? We didn't even greet the audience first and foremost. We just jumped right into it. I feel like I should invite a brother on this thing because y'all ain't finna chew me up. Should financial responsibility should men still be expected to be the primary provider? Bros, guys, fellas, I think that's what we do.
Nope.
I do feel like that's what we do. Now I do like this a team sport. You know what I'm saying? Again, it's your it goes back to your upbringing. That's what we do. Like that's our role. We supposed to take care of household. Like, and I'm always tie everything back to God. God put men first. Like we're the head of the household. So fellas, we got to do better.
That's in the word there. I can't argue with
That's in the word.
You
You
can't
can't argue
argue
with
with
the
it.
word.
You can't argue with it. No.
Hey, God said it. That's what it is.
Yeah.
You
Now,
can't
now,
argue
now,
with the
now,
word.
now, ladies, y'all got to take care of your king on the side too. Now, like you just
I
can't,
agree.
like, oh, he gon' pay the bills, do that in third, and there's not, you It's got to be a team sport, team player.
I do agree that it's definitely about balance. I don't think that, you should be expecting your man, oh, you paying all the bills, but you just sitting at home not doing nothing. Like, can this man get a meal? Like, can he get
Yeah,
some reassurance? He needs some love. Like, he can't just be, I definitely feel I'm more of a like traditional type. I do think that, like you said, the Bible said the man is supposed to lead. You are the
hmm,
king of this household. You are supposed to lead. And I think, like you said on the last point, it also goes back to your childhood and what you saw coming up. I
yeah,
know as like a daddy's girl, I can ask my daddy, he got it. So I have that same expectation for any man that I date because I know how hard my dad works and how hard he works to make sure that his kids, his wife, his family has everything that they need. So, of course, I expect that and hope for that in my future family and my future. But at the same time, I'm going to make sure that you're coming home after a long day of work too, a home cooked meal. The house is clean. Like, I'm not gonna be getting on your nerves nagging because you had a long day at work. Like, your
yeah,
home is supposed to be your peace. So of
yeah,
course, in a relationship, you're gonna have your disagreements. You're going to have your arguments, but at the end of the day, like, home should be your safe space to where you can be emotional and you can express yourself and feel that it's okay to have these difficult conversations without feeling like you're any less of a man for doing that. But I do agree it's all about teamwork and partnership. We
hmm,
have to meet in the middle. Like, and I do think social media, like, a lot of girls want, I want the Birkins, I want the Chanel, but they just want to sit in the house and be cute. They don't want to put
Yeah,
in the other half of that to get, as Kevin Samuels would say, a high value man. And
right.
there are high value women as well, but again, they just go back to the Bible. If you're gonna lead, you gotta lead in all aspects, including
can
the
I?
finances.
Yeah, can I? I'm gonna segue on there real quick. I'm gonna jab you a little bit. Um, there has to be energy though, um, like that energy that sets the household. The woman is to, I feel, is to set the atmosphere and the tone in the house. Right, like you
Absolutely.
said, um, a peaceful house. I done pretty much done got beat up out here outside, and I'm fighting back. Don't get me wrong.
Trying to get me out of the house,
I ain't trying to get beat up at the house. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I ain't trying to get beat up at the house. So, there was something else there, but maybe it wasn't intentional to say. So, Crispin, what is your thoughts?
Yeah, I agree with both of you. I think it's like a shared responsibility, and you have to do what works for your household.
Mm,
So, like, you and your man at the time might not be in the position for him to take on 100% of the bill. Or suppose if something happens to him, are you able to, pick up that slack? Are you willing to do that? I do. It takes a conversation, and they said it's like one of the highest reason people get divorced, like over cheating, is finances.
yeah, next to it.
Like, yeah, from my side, like from now, I think is number one. Like, people ain't playing about their money no more.
Right.
It's 2025. We all got bills to
Right,
pay.
right. Like,
Like,
right. Yeah,
yeah,
this,
we,
going out there working, like you said, fighting the world, fighting the workforce. You know,
yeah, I want to come home peaceful.
as a
Like,
Right.
come home peaceful.
mm,
Where these comments at? Get the comments rolling.
comments fine. Comments fine. So, our next question. This is
Yeah, I love Crispin. Well, before we go into the next, oh my gosh. Before we go into the next question, can we give it up for Crispin, y'all? Like, she is literally like a character, and I love her. And I know Crispin in real life, so for y'all to be like, yeah, I know Crispin in real life, so
yes, in the real life.
in real life,
I promise to act the same.
literally, yeah. Never a dull moment.
Shantae said that's why communication is important. I
Absolutely.
agree. Yes, ma'am. So, question number 3: infidelity. Why are women often judged more harshly for cheating than men?
I think that's a stupid question.
Chat GPT, they said this is a stupid question. She said, love the question. Thank you, Shantae. No, because sometimes when a woman is cheating, I'm like, ooh, I feel like men do get a pass. I feel like men are more quickly to get a pass than a woman. Like, if a man cheats on women, women are quick to take them back, over and over again, thinking they'll change. But let a man find out his woman cheated on him and slept with another guy. Oh, it's all right. Right. Or if
I forgive me.
Like a dog, if they do,
right.
Real men don't cheat. Y'all gonna eat me up for that. Because I say Samuel is not a cheater. I have never cheated, I guess, in that aspect. So okay. Cheating is cheating. You're right. That's just
yes.
Cheating is cheating. Shouldn't nobody be cheating? If y'all cheating, y'all shouldn't be together.
Right.
But I do see y'all point in what y'all saying.
Yes, for the listeners, Shantae said cheating is cheating. A woman will be labeled when a man is giving cool points for cheating. I agree.
I don't think it's cool to cheat.
I agree.
I mean, I do agree with Shantae's statement, but I don't think it's cool to cheat.
Yeah, I'm not like I'm not the initial cheater. I'm like the cheat back.
You gotta get your get back.
You want to get your get back. Okay.
Right. I'm growing out of it though. See, I'm a better woman. I don't do it anymore.
Okay. Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
I ain't caught nobody cheating on me in a minute, but yeah,
I'm weak.
Y'all never been cheated on?
I've never been cheated on.
No, I ain't never been cheated on.
Ain't nobody
I've never cheated.
I ain't never cheated. I've never cheated. Never. Nah.
You ain't never picked somebody. You never not like going all the way, but like flirted, did some little Instagram hi.
Is that cheating though?
If you gotta
yes.
It ain't. Okay.
Anything you have to hide is cheating.
I don't think Jesus. Next question.
My face.
Yeah, put it in your face is not cheating.
Okay. I told y'all what I do. So.
Open and honest.
Open and honest, right. Open and honest. Yeah.
Just being honest. So, number 4. Commitment readiness. Are men truly more commitment phobic, or do women rush commitment too quickly?
That's deep.
That is.
But I think that women, one, mature faster than men.
True.
So unless your guy is like much older than you, I do think that there is a chance where he might not be ready. And I do think that men, their commitment is attached to their own personal growth. So if a man is not where he feels like he needs to be as a man, especially if he wants to be a provider and he wants to be that like protector of you, he's not going to commit to you until he is ready to be his full self.
Right.
Like, now you have those people that want to grow with you, but I think most men that are like goal driven, they really want to have themselves together first. And I guess this can kind of like be stringing you along, but I guess it just depends on how you think about it. Because I mean, you can be ready, but that person cannot be ready.
How long do you wait?
That's a tough one.
Do
you never know. Do you wait?
You don't have to wait for everybody to get on one accord.
If it started out on one accord, I mean, I do agree that women do rush to commitment quickly. And from my past,
rush, like give me a time frame. Paint the picture for me. What would you consider a rush?
So are we rushing as in commitment relationship or commitment marriage?
Oh, those are two different spectrums. Those are two. I've never been married, so I can't wait to be married. but I haven't even gotten on the conversation of marriage. So let's go in a relationship, right?
Okay.
Rushing into a relationship is probably like month 4.
Okay.
Right. We can talk like there, like it's in stages. I have to see you in different seasons, right? Like, hear
I
me out.
agree.
Hear
I
me
agree.
Like 4
Hear
months
me
just for
out.
one season, though. I feel like 4 months is a season. Like that's one season
I don't think 4 months is one season.
to me, because you never really know a person, and like
When
I
I
you like sad. Well,
Mad.
I'm gonna
no,
say
you
broke.
should.
I don't want to see you broke, but I want to see you sad. I want to see you.
I don't want to see you broke.
In 4 months, if I have not seen you sad, mad, um, sad, mad, hurt, emotionally hurt, I think that like that questions me like, are you giving me your authentic self? I
Mhm.
But
think that is
it
a
takes some
good.
people a while to open up to people, though. Like, I don't feel like if I'm talking to somebody for 4 months, I don't see myself just like, and I mean, that all depends on how intentional you're dating as well.
Hmm.
Like, are we, week one, you got my number, the next week, we on a date. Like, I think stuff, timelines move slower too for
Hmm.
some people. It depends on how intentional you are, how much time we spend within
Mhm.
Hmm.
that 4 months that I can say, oh, I really know this person. Like, I think another great point to knowing someone is when they go through death. I think
Yes.
that dealing, like, being with someone while they're grieving, that's a, like, and I'm talking from like personal experience, that is really, you have to really love that person to be able to
Hmm.
deal with them in all faces.
Yeah.
So I'm seeing you lose a loved one, even though you're still, nice to me, seeing how you can balance your emotions, I think that's really important.
Hmm.
Mhm.
And vulnerable moment. So I spoke about my previous relationship, and I don't know if anybody else will speak about their previous relationships on here, but I will.
We do all the
It's
time
very
on the Pro Lux Life podcast. We're real, we're authentic.
she gonna do. Anywho, yes, that's kind of how it was for me. So, talking to this girl, we met, and I felt like things were moving too fast. Also, me, I'm an observer, so I do take my time in doing, you know, things, right? But I also lost my grandmother in the process. My grandmother was my best friend, um, and it was in that I could not handle that. I could not handle losing my best friend, but then also wanting to move at the pace, even though I already had questions about the pace and where we were moving things at anyway, right? And I think not only did it reveal a lot about myself, again, going back to that self awareness, but also the who I was dating, right?
Mhm.
Um, and shortly after, and still in my grieving process, I was like, I can't do this, right? That was a season for me that it was really an eye opener, about Samuel. So, um,
You
yeah,
can like, was the relationship, were y'all having problems, or it was just too much for you to take on while going through your moment?
we did have our bumps in the roads, for sure. Um, and I think on top of that, it was also like, and then you talking about getting married in this next 6 months and all of this, I love you,
Yeah,
as a person, but
you gotta be selfless in this moment.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, and it wasn't that, it was none of it was all about kind of what she wanted, you know what I'm saying? And there was also, like I said, with me, I was still putting up like yeah, like I would like that, but then also I'm like, okay, then I snapped and be like, wait, no, 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 no. So like I said, it's not totally her fault. Um, but yeah.
Yeah, that's real though. At least it was like an eye-opening moment for you. Sorry.
Hmm.
Yeah, so yeah, that's real. Those were some good points. Wow. Also, this was a good one. Communication styles. So are women better communicators than men?
Brothers, we got some work to do.
Or are men simply less likely to express themselves? I think that's a given.
Yeah.
But I don't think that all women are. I'm not a good communicator.
What about
Really?
well, how do you
I'm
communicate?
not.
How does
I'm
it
the type where, like, if something is bothering me,
I
like,
knew you was about to
I'm
say
not
that.
gonna say. I'm not gonna say anything.
If something is bothering
You
you,
gonna
I
just
knew
be
you were gonna say
quiet.
that.
Like,
Oh,
and that's something
that's
I'm working
nerve-wracking.
on.
silent
I'm
communicator?
working on it. But like, if we're out and you do something that like pisses me off, oh, they car wide, don't talk to me. I'm gonna just be on my. And I know, I have to
And
work
then they
on
have to
it.
figure out what's wrong.
You gotta ask like 5 times. What's wrong with you? Nothing.
Oh,
Nothing. Stop asking me that.
oh, and then
People know what they do wrong. Like I feel like you know what you do.
no, I
You
wouldn't
grown.
necessarily
I don't
say
have to tell
that.
you what you did.
I wouldn't necessarily say that because what if I did? What if it didn't click that it bothered you?
You should know what bothered me. You should
Again,
be
we
able to
going back.
read my mind.
See? Oh, now somebody got to ask you 5, 6, 7 times. I'm not
Just
asking
give
you
me
after
my
the third time.
time to be silent. Give me like 30 minutes to just have an attitude, and then we can be
You know
cool.
what it is.
So
Like
you
so big, like
so you would want your space.
I'm probably
Yeah.
like I'm the complete opposite. I'm like I'm gonna say it when it's on my mind.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
give me.
Say it with your chest. Like, what did I do wrong? Tell me so I know. You know what I'm saying? Because what if it wasn't intentional? You know what I'm saying? Like, what if I said something and it didn't, and then I have to go back and like word it a little differently? Or at that point, I'm not gonna go back and try to. But what if I did something that it wasn't intentional to
Right.
piss you off? You know what I'm saying?
Well, we'll talk
Ooh.
about it after my 30 minutes over.
So you need a 30-minute break.
Uncomfortable. Them
I
30
just need a little 30 minutes to just
Wow.
have a little attitude, be in my head, make all the scenarios, and then we can talk about it later. But
Baby,
I'm working on it.
Don't let the devil
I'm
creep
working
in
on
like
it.
that. We're gonna pray with you. We're gonna pray. We're
Please
gonna
pray for me.
pray. Yeah, we're gonna pray.
That's real. Shantae said if I speak on it, it could lead to an argument.
Exactly. I
But
want to avoid the confrontation.
Healthy confrontation.
It's a way to communicate. Like you can't approach it aggressively. You just have to be like, hey, I didn't like X, Y, and Z. You know, I'm like a second while it's on my mind, but I don't know. I hate when people like, I don't know. I'm just like,
see, and I think that's the problem.
conversation.
I don't know how to like approach it without the attitude. I think that's what I need to work on. So I
So
rather
you have to
just
simmer down.
Simmer down a little bit, and then we can talk a little later. You know?
Yeah. Okay.
People come differently though. So like she knows like if I say something, I'm a snap out on you, and I don't want to do that. So I'm just gonna sit here and
let's go to the self-awareness.
Yeah.
I said I'm working on it. I'm working.
You are, and I'm so proud of you for that. I'm so proud of you today. Yeah.
Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one.
Uh-oh.
Right.
Make sure you guys like, share this stream. We appreciate you guys tuning in. And we're gonna be consistent, aren't we, you guys?
We are.
I don't know if I'm coming back. I ain't gonna lie to you.
He said we're bullying him.
They be bullying me. I feel like, you know, like I'm gonna invite my brother onto the chat, and then we can go from there. We can see what we're doing.
I'll tell your brother, get in the chat.
Yeah, get in the chat.
Get in there. We'll bring you on the camera. On the link. So, double standards in dating. Why is it acceptable for men to date younger women, but women are criticized for doing the same thing?
Get it how you live. I ain't got nothing for that.
That is a good
one. Why is it acceptable for men? See, when a woman does it, she's a cougar.
Right.
She's a cougar, but and if the man is too old, he's a sugar daddy, so it's kind of like
Society is
I don't date
irritating sometimes.
I'm married young and never any. I don't go down.
Don't go down.
There you go.
Yeah, I prefer older.
Yeah. Up and stuck on.
Yeah.
Not even my same age. Older.
Really?
Oh.
Why older?
Because again, men mature slower than women. So it's like my age is always, you already behind. When you talking about going younger?
Not behind. Not I'm on a slow bus. Not I'm on a short bus. I'm
already not up to speed.
So what if that person was mature already?
I think it's always a what if. I would never know because I'm never gonna talk to nobody.
And alive.
I would know what if.
Okay.
Hey,
I think it do get creepy though. Like, what's the like girl name? I can't think her name. But she dating a 21-year-old basketball player. Like that.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. What's her name?
You the same. That's the same age as a child. You have like that's just ridiculous.
Yeah, no, that's weird. That's weird. Because
Yeah.
How can you relate?
Right.
You done been there.
So I
a
think
few
that
years ago.
men and women, when you date, when they get to being 10 years younger than you,
see,
what do y'all have in common?
There you go. Shantae said her man is 4 years younger and much more mature than I was. There you go.
I think it's a personality thing. Like, you know, because some people, I don't know.
And sometimes I think that men date younger because they can't get a woman that's their age.
There you go.
To me, if your man that much older, he lame.
Well, I had some good older ones now, and they weren't lying, but they be on the same things that the younger guys are on. Like, I won't even lie, like they're good. Hey, they tired of looking at them older women, baby. They want some young,
a young tenderoni. You know what I'm saying?
It can give manipulative sometimes.
Exactly.
They be wanting them young tender.
Oh, they'll try it. You gotta.
It depends on
some older ones.
It depends on but when an older woman is dating a younger guy, like it's almost like you walking around with a trophy.
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
That's exactly what it is giving.
We need a fourth square up here.
She said she wants us to be authentic. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I like that.
Absolutely what it is. Because you know he gonna do whatever you want him to do. Whatever you say, he gonna do it. He's just gonna be kissing your feet. Yeah.
The YN.
The YN.
The YN.
The YN.
Okay.
He gonna do whatever Big Mama wants.
Okay. But you said it's some good older men out here that got energy, but yeah, some are manipulative and want total control. I agree.
I think that goes back to the first question.
I know what's up, Tina. Yeah, see, I said I'll go down, baby.
Lord, y'all
you just have to do what works for you, because you know everyone's different. I think I shouldn't judge people based off their age. That's something I have to, get myself together on.
Because you could really be blocking your blessing.
I could be blocking my blessing.
I'm sorry, I'm judging.
We listening and don't judge.
I don't know.
What?
But you said there are some good YNs too. They're just a little immature, but they are loyal and consistent. Ooh, talk about it.
Oh,
okay.
All right. What a good YN's at. Y'all believe it's some good YNs? She said, not the thuggish YNs. I'm talking about the ones who own a business.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Okay.
Mm-hmm. We gotta find another term for them. We can't group them because the YNs, that was the Black Air Force Ones wearing.
Wearing the bricks on their shoes and all.
Okay.
money.
Yeah, no,
Like,
bruh.
yeah, I would be so embarrassed to bring a YN around my family. Like
No, seriously.
With the ski mask, with the shiesty mask, with the shiesties, you be scared to bring around the fam.
I feel like, are you okay?
Like, what is wrong with Crispin?
Like, are you
Like, you sure?
blink twice? Oh, are you good? So, household rules. Is it fair to expect women to handle the majority of domestic duties, even if they work full time? Bible said we going back to the Bible on this one.
I wouldn't say it should be expected. Like, you know, baby, you cook 3 days out of the week. I cook the other days, or just whatever works for your household. You know what I'm saying? Now I do believe in the gender roles. Like, I don't expect my woman to take out no trash. If I see you pick up a bag of trash, I may bop you across your head. Not in a bad way, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, no, but no, I mean, if I see the mess, I clean it up. We talking about household duties, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not gonna wait for my lady to be like, oh, she gonna wash
like,
the
not
clothes.
don't just be nasty. Like, you just expecting somebody to clean up after you.
Yeah.
But I do think, you know, you don't have to cook every day, but you should cook at some point. The house should be clean at some point. But I mean, I think realistically, exactly. But realistically, like, I think working full time is one thing, but being a wife, being a mom, that's a full-time job within itself. Yeah. So I think that sometimes get overlooked. Like, oh, you just, you know, you working. But I also have to make sure the kids get the homework done. I also have to, make sure especially if they have extracurricular activities. I know growing up, like, my mom be taking us from practice to practice to practice. We get home at 8:00. The only thing we getting is it has to be some consideration. Like, I'm not just not doing anything.
Yeah. The kids said it's not fair to expect that. However, find a good balance and do what works for y'all.
Yeah, do what works for you.
And Shantae said, I believe in where I fall short. You pick up and help me. It's never 50-50. Yeah. It's a team effort. Like, you know, like we said before, you know. He said, I do it all, but when my man came around, I don't expect to be doing as much. You don't hear me dead. Oh, wait.
Oh, wow.
Cut the grass. Like, there's like balance.
I'm going to cut the grass. I'm going to take the trash out. I'm going to go wash the car.
Right.
You know, put gas in it.
I'm going to say fill it up too. Don't just wash it.
Yeah, I put gas in there and things like that. You know,
Yeah, Shantae said balance. A woman or man should not have certain duties to a team. I agree. 100% agree. That's a good one. So, social media boundaries. Is it more acceptable for men to engage with attractive profiles online than it is for women?
I think that social media is fake. And I don't think that social media should be like a friction or cause structure or friction in a relationship. Like, I don't think that we should be arguing about, because you like a girl picture. Like, I don't know. And I think that just becomes with your security as well. Because I mean, you liking it because she and her two-piece turned around to the back. Like,
of course.
Like, that's the only reason you like it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but
she turned around to the back. We can't see the face.
Oh, wow. Not the face.
Oh, the shade. I think they call that a tip drill, right?
Who? Boy.
Why is it often women who are expected to carry the emotional weights in relationships?
Who created these questions? Chat GPT?
Hey,
Oh, okay. Chat did. I'm sorry, Chat. My bad, Chat.
hey.
My bad, Chat. I did not mean to insult you in any way. Ask the question one more time.
I'm put on screen here. Why is it often women who are expected to carry the emotional weight in a relationship?
I feel like women are a little bit more in touch with their emotional side, so it's something that just automatically happens. I don't think it's intentionally or expected to. I think it's just something that automatically happens because you guys, like my good friend here, Jamila said, she said, "Don't talk to me for 30 minutes. Like, wait till and I'm sitting up here trying to figure out why you still mad."
And then you get mad because she not talking. And so
Yeah. Like, so I think it's just something that it's just inherent in nature. Yeah, like I don't think it's an expected thing.
Yeah. Well, that's all I have, you guys. Is there anything?
It was 10.
I thought it was 10. Yeah, I was waiting on the next one.
I skipped the question. It was a little spicy.
Ooh, what was the 10th one?
Y'all know my pastor don't follow me.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, praise the Lord.
Can you make it PG-13?
I mean, it's not that bad. Are
Uh-huh.
men more entitled to sexual satisfaction in relationships than women?
Are they?
Question.
Men, I don't know.
I just came off a fast, so spiritually, I can't answer that question. I just came off a fast, so
My spirit will not allow me.
yeah. I think.
Make sure y'all tune in for the next episode of the So Lux Like podcast. Thank you to my amazing guest, Jamila and Sam.
We'll be back.
Yeah, I think we will be back. We definitely deserve a part 2. We
Sam
definitely deserve a part 2.
So bad to cancel this, you guys. Me and Jamila, we were like,
No. See, this is when we begin to tell the full truth. Really? I tried to cancel.
You tried to cancel so many times.
Wow.
Like, you should have seen him before you got in. He was out in the car. He was like, I'll just sit out. I'm like,
yeah, I had just came in for work. I low-key forgot we had scheduled the podcast, and it's on my calendar.
Because we added it on the calendar last week.
Yes, and then Crispin reminded me at lunch, and I was like, the podcast episode is tonight, and then, just responsibility. There go my dog, Grant. What up, Grant?
He needed some camera time.
Yeah, he needed some love right there. And what up, bro? And then I just forgot. So it wasn't I was canceling, but
yeah. Well, yes, that was a great segment, you guys. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to the So Lux Like YouTube channel.
I enjoyed it.
I did too.